All right. We are live. And I think we start with encounter, right? This is like dive sim. Okay. So no encounter yet, just go get the scales. Got it. All right, all right, all right. Isn't this a Tate and Liza over Quill? Surely, well, no, let me go just deal with it. Overquill, level 75. Who kills a level 75 Overquill from full? Okay. 75 Overquill. Sloper dies to any dark type. And Barraskewda. Water and gotta be you two. Okay. Barraskewda. 75. You and Tailwind always kill. Okay. That guy can be really annoying, so better to just get it out of the way. It's one of the few optionals I face every time. All right. Bring Gudra, bring Volk, bring Ape. Monkey! 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 How's it going? I'm having a good day. I'm tired, but I'm well. How are you doing? Man, my box is thin. All right, let's go acquire some scales. I know, this is one of the few places I don't remember. Do I not have dive yet, or do I need to talk to Steven? I must need to talk to him. Also, is my speed up the right speed? Yes. Hello, Steven. No Mega Steelix this time. Mega Steelix was so fun last run. I said, hello, had a good day. How are you doing? Heart scale 1. There's no heart scale there. Heart scale 2, W. Pearl string. Today is a work day. Oh, tomorrow's a work day for me, so I get it. I made myself take 1 day off. Heart scale 3. Oh my God, I've never done this fast. It's almost like I've been here before. And where's the 4th one? God, we got the 4 heart scales. Usually I'm going forever to do that. Look at us. Look at us. Look at all these resources. Wow. Wait, this can't be NG++. We have resources. What? What's happening? Finishing Tate and Liza split with 3 scales already, or 2 scales left is kind of insane. I'm greedy. I'm greedy. What can I say? I'm a greedy bastard. What will I have going into the E4? Great question. Let's take a look. I'm probably going to need to use some scales on the way. But make sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Perfect. We have 6 in bag, and we get 13 more. So we have 19 scales to complete the game, which is plenty. Especially if we manage to funnel our scales into Pokemon that come to the Elite Four. That's the goal, right? Last time I had 3 scales left by the Elite Four, but I had 17 scales in my Elite Four squad. So it's cool. And we have 1 candy now, but there are 2 candies I haven't picked up yet. So I actually have 2 more candies than I had at this point last time. Last time I had 0 candies and 1 left to pick up. So I am doing really well. 3 candies is plenty. If I need to use 1 more to get there, I will. Right? It's just I have a Pokemon problem, not a resource problem at this point. Right. My issue is being at whatever the death count is now. 23 deaths. Is that even correct? Or is it 24? I think 23 is correct. 6, 18, 23. Yep. 23, and then I think it's 6 dead encounters as well, right? So it's effectively I'm at 29 deaths. If you count that. But we're going to get some new encounters today. And it starts with doing Leela and Roy. Yeah. Box is just, it's tight. I have no real fairy type. So like every time I need to tank a dragon move, it's like, I really need to figure out a way to manipulate it so Altarget's already on the field and baits it to use the dragon type move on me so I can mega. Like, that's it. Good luck. There's no just like switching into the immunity, and it would be so beneficial if I had that. Or if I had like Golisopod can accomplish the same thing, right? Assault Vest Golisopod can take a Draco Meteor really well, eject out, and then send in your counter. Dive Sim? Woo! Yeah, here. Take a look at my Dive Sim tables. Okay, so we've got 124 underwater. Those are dupes. And then we have 126 underwater. 124 above water. Those are dupes. Great. Dragology is a shame because I didn't end up using it in NG+. It was just, it sat in the box. It's a dead encounter. So I wish I still had that, but I don't. 126, we have one. We get Underwater Amistar, which is a 50-50 ability, Swift Swim and Shell Armor. Shell Armor is the preferred ability in general, but I really need help for Archie. And so I want Swift Swim from this. And I also want Swift Swim, we'll keep going. On Route 127, I have guaranteed Score Bunny Reboot, which is Cinderace. Fast Fire type. Faster than Ape if it comes plus speed. Potentially faster than Ape. And higher attack. So there are places where it can be better. It also gets a U-turn scale. And Blaze. Unfortunately, it's a Blaze Flare Blitz guy, which sucks. I don't really have a solution to that, but such is life. Everything else is duped. 128. 128. I actually have multiple Pokemon left on a table, if you can believe that. I've got Gorbis. Huntail is duped, but not Gorbis by my rule set. So Gorbis is left and Relicanth is left. Relicanth is another 50-50 ability, and we don't need Rockhead. That combo is on both tables, and Amistar will get duped out first. So what we're going to do is Surf for 75% Swift Swim Gorbis. No, Wailord was an NG+. Weller was guaranteed in my surf sim because I didn't have one of the two Duford fishing encounters. The Carvana Remoraid horsey table was fully duped, so I had guaranteed Gorbis, guaranteed Whalelord Surf Sim, which is really common for NG Plus. Also, you need a Master Ball to catch the Regis who come with Explosion on their moveset for some god-awful reason, and I'm not wasting a Master Ball on an okay Pokemon. Roamers, I get 2 out of Cresselia, Tornadus, and Enamorus. And I'll probably just roll until I either hit Enamorus or get 2 left. Because I think I need Enamorus to do 1. And I have the dead tables to do it. I should be able to get the 2 roamers I want without. I'd have to get even more unlucky than I was the first time not to have Enamorus to have this happen. I'm trying to think, because I had 10 chances at Enamorus on my original run, and then I also didn't hit it last run, which is kind of crazy. So it's already less than 1% that I don't have Enam. Algebraic Architect. What is up? Lotad the Goat. All right, this fight took me forever, and it turned out to be disappointingly easy. I just couldn't find the right lead. And then finally today, I'm like, you idiot. What makes it hard is you have Analytic Starmie, and so I don't know how turn 1 Analytic works. I've seen enough people lose Pokemon on the first turn of a battle to thinking they know how it works and being wrong that I have never played into turn 1 double battle analytics problems. I just don't. So I will specifically set up my squad so that it doesn't matter, and the way to do that is to fake out the Starmie. Importantly, my Raichu let me export my guys. Because I was playing around in the builder. There we go. My Raichu is faster than his Ludi. His Ludi is sashed and has Fake Out, and I'm leading a Ghost type. So it's not going to see any kills, and I'm going to have guaranteed Fake Out into Raichu. I'm going to faster Fake Out the Starmie, and then I'm going to hit Starmie with Trevenant Woodhammer. And I think is level 82 enough? 30. No, I need to be a little bit higher. I've looked ahead enough to know that I want Trevenant a little bit underleveled for some of the potential stuff that I've cooked. I don't know that it'll be able to stay underleveled, but it's possible I might want Trevenant to stay like level 87 or 8 for wand stuff. It's amazing how far ahead I can look when I don't have time to go live. All right. So if this guy, what are you taking from Raichu? You're taking 8%. So if you're at 92%, you're at 92%, and I'm at 84, we're totally safe. So let's do that. 84 Trevenant plus 85 Raichu, just your standard lead here. And then Raichu fakes out the Starmie, we KO, we take chip damage, and with that chip damage, we're going to be always dead to dual Wing Beat Dragonite. Yep. So then, and Raichu is faster than Dragonite, so we get fast kill dual Wing Beat over the slow kill baited by Raichu. Raichu gets to encore the Ludi. As we go to Garchomp. Garchomp just takes dual Wing Beat double crit, we don't care. We do double Rough Skin Chip, which is just perfect. Double Rough Skin Chip means that we always fast kill with dual chop. So we switch and we encore. That's encore turn 1. We dual chop KO on encore turn 2, and we switch to Volcarona. Volcarona, the Pokemon and Dragonite is dying in slot 2. Volcarona is going to be pre-damaged into Swarm and holding the Silver Powder. Volcarona, Swarm, Silver Powder, doesn't kill anybody in the back, is faster than everybody in the back, and is dead to everybody in the back. So Volcarona baits team order. We have one more turn of Encore left, because it was Encore, switch. Here's turn 3. We double in to the Stoutland with dual chop Bug Buzz. Stoutland dies, never gets to attack. Volcarona is in slot 2, baits Team Order Lantern for Hydro Pump Thunder. And this is the turn I'm gonna love in real time. Soft Sand Garchomp in doubles exactly kills Lantern. And my Garchomp is just barely slower than Volcarona, so I can U-turn the Ludi with Swarm Silver Powder U-turn for 75%, break the Sash, switch into Hawlucha with a Choice Band, dodge my own Earthquake, and deal the remaining damage to Ludi and KO the Lantern who can't protect. So that's the front 5 down, and then we just get Blastoise. And depending on Blastoise's HP, depending on Garchomp's HP, if I get double crit by dual Wing Beats, sometimes it could be Icy Wind, but it's really, really, really likely to be Fake Out. It doesn't matter if it is or it isn't. We just click Outrage in CC and Blastoise dies. It might take 1 turn, it might take 2. So this is a good example of when I feel the fight can be riskless, I'm going to cook until it is. And in this case, the hunch was there. I do need to go get Cassie Berry. Thank you. Hello, hello. I do need to go get my choice items. Forgot about that I actually have to go get the scanner. So let's not prep this team quite yet. Let's bring guys that can do the bums. Any luck with Zoroark? Admittedly, I've been swamped at work and haven't spent any time trying to figure out how to get Mirage Island to appear. I did a little bit of research early on, and it looked like there's some glitches that you can manipulate, but most of them involve EVs, which were removed from this game. And then there's some other ones that involve eggs, which also don't exist. So I have one hunch that I can maybe test out, but my hopes are not high. They sort of do. Again, like it takes like software that I don't have, and I'm just probably not going to download random internet stuff onto my computer for the hopes of maybe getting an encounter to appear one time. I'm probably just gonna hack it in. I'll have to roll like a super loaded die in my favor to officially like know that I hit the encounter, but I'm gonna assume that I was able to catch it. Is probably how it ends up. Slate port, yes. Okay. Oh, Surf Sim people for the future, if you ever get here. This lady does not turn to the right. You don't have to worry about her. She just goes up and left and up and left. So you can just go this way and not be afraid. Okay, double check that I picked up this heart scale in the beginning. I did. W tip for the RMBJ players. Yep. Here's the other one, Monkey. I think you probably know this one by now. We already got Draining Kiss TM. That guy's a fighter. You can safely go in this broken door. Mystic Water will be in here. The big one is this little kid chases you down, and never go through that door. That door is the Mega Audino fight. Oh, I have to go underwater. What am I doing? This is not where the scanner is. That kid's not a trainer. Abandoned ship underwater should totally be an encounter. Water gem. Great question. I would say don't look for logic where there isn't any. All right, there's two things. Skill swap TM. Room key 4. One, two, three. Oh, someone has done this before, and it's me. Okay, let's do the old looky-loo. 1, 2, 3, 4. Room 2 key. Let's go. Children's puzzles are no match for me. I'm an adult. What a flex. What a flex. I make children's games look easy. Yeah, boy. Correct. Unless you have a Pokemon with early dive. So don't sack your Huntails to Glowbro. I'm sorry, it's still... Let me restate that. You get your first scanner item after Space Tag, unless you have early dive, in which case you can get it immediately after Tate and Liza. Tate and Liza give you the ability to dive outside of battle, So you can never have a scanner item before the heist. Okay. And now we have to get used to home base being Slateport because we're always going to change out our scanner item. Now we can get the squad. Tate and Eliza? You can get the scanner immediately after Tate and Eliza if you have early dive. I've done it. I did it at NG+. What fights are you talking about? Because I absolutely leave room for me to have just misremembered. No, Huntail, Araquanid, and Whalmer, Whalelord. There's only 3. Yeah. You can do 124 dive encounter without doing any fights. But yeah, 126 requires 2 fights. That's the next encounter that I have. Okay, I think I bring Gudra as my extra mon. Because Gudra is generically good at switching in on the entire fight. We'll just go like Lumberry, I suppose. Soft Sand here. And I love this fight is a great example of why, like, I am personally one place I'm very different from the way other good players, not just like anybody, think about resources. I don't spend scales unless I absolutely have to. And one of the reasons is that sometimes you want to be slower. Sometimes you don't want to be plus speed. Sometimes your double battles work because you have just the right amount of speed. And Garchomp being 102 base speed, but underspeeding my 100 base speed Volcarona is the key to this line. And there were definitely instances where my Garchomp would have loved to be 31 speed IVs. I just cook a little harder so that it works out. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. Well, my Beware was naturally plus attack. Can't say much there. That guy was a goat. Oh my god, that was like the only just unequivocally good encounter of the entire run. Everything else was either a terrible version of a great mon or a bad version of a bad mon. It was crazy how many low rolls, but that Beware, high attack, good everything, minus Spadef is the best thing you can be minus on that guy. I guess minus special attack would be the best thing, but come on. It's true, I did get a plus attack guy. Dreams do come true. Even I accidentally get a good encounter every once in a while. Soft Sand. Where's my silver powder? Where are my silver powders? There you go. And then you need the choice band. Okay, and then the only pre-damage is Volcarona, who needs to be 30% or 81 HP is fine. Okay, and we said Rock Tomb is fine because we're in Swarm. All right, first battle of the night. Let's get in there. Speed check 200. Perfect. Thank you. All right. This is, I think this fight is harder than a lot of people do. As far as filler fights, it's the first 6-mon true double that's not a boss fight. So it takes some work. But Encore Fake Out is very potent, and that should invalidate the fight. I could not figure out how to set it up. I was so stuck on Swampert leads baiting double grass move. All right, I'm still in disbelief that the Great Deku Tree kills the Starmie at a level 84, but it does. I don't even think the slots matter. Okay. All right, so turn 1, Ludicolo is facing a ghost type and a non-ghost type, and it sees no kills, so it has to fake out, and it will fake out Raichu. We are faster and have fake out, so we're going to fake out Analytic Starmie. The fake out damage is relevant because it prevents Trevenant from getting itself into nice crit, classic. Dragon rush range from Dragonite. Raichu outspeeds everything in the back, so it's the first slow kill, which is Dragonite. Huge. Dragonite sees fast kill into Trevenant with just dual wing beat. 190 HP. Dragon Rush max roll is 180. So, Trevenant gets to switch out for Garchomp, and we get to fast Encore the fake out. Dual wing beat, double rough skin is perfect. 25% damage rounded down. Well, 212.5% rounded down. Plus 1 dual chop exactly kills. and gives me a free switch. Fake out fails. Huge. Maximizing all of our speed tiers, our typings, our abilities. I love this. I love this line. All right. Everybody in the back sees slow kill, so we get Team Order Stoutland. Stoutland doesn't have Intimidate, it has Scrappy. So we just get a kill here with Dual Chop and Swarm Silver Powder Bug Buzz. We can crit kill with Bug Buzz, and that doesn't matter. It doesn't change the line at all. Final turn of Fake Out. Encore will end after this turn. Dual Chop will not hit Ludi here. It is not Dragon Darts. Okay. This is going to be Lantern for slow kill. Huge. Lantern cannot protect. It sees kills into both of my Mons. In doubles, Soft Sand Earthquake always kills. Ludi sees Scald into Volcarona. Volcarona is going to hit off a Swarm Silver Powder U-turn to break the sash. So you go first. You do 75+%. We go to a Pokemon that does not take Earthquake damage, and we clean the field. Lantern dies to doubles damage Earthquake. It does not need to take singles target damage. And now we have plenty of HP because we didn't get crit. We didn't get double crit on Garchomp. So this is Blastoise seeing no kills into either slot. So guaranteed Fake Out somewhere. Because it's fun, we're going to click Outrage. And we're going to click Close Combat. Huge rough skin damage. Got him. First riskless fight in a while. Only took me 3 days to cook. Huzzah. Wait, will I do Drake doubles with Lucha plus Chomp Core? No idea. I am not someone that looks ahead to the Elite Four until I am really close. I think it's very likely that I will need both of those Pokemon. But I also have Altaria that can do some pretty crazy things on Drake doubles. I'm not at all going to force Drake doubles. I don't even particularly like Drake doubles lines. They're very 10 minutes of setting up on Suicune and Dragapult, and then you just sweep because the rest of the fight can't handle the setup. So I probably won't do that unless I'm A, stuck, and B, can do the other fights as singles. All right. I think that concludes. No, I think we have one more riskless fight, but it's not this one. Next is the Shell Smash fight. Swimmer Reed. All right. I have not looked at this in over a week, so I am not going to assume that my line works, but I am going to ask myself what the lead is. Manectric base form lead, huh? All right. I see you. All right. So we got Crustle out here. Crustle does 81%, so we lead with 192 HP Manectric. We give it the choice specs. Sure. We give it the choice specs, and we do 49% on Volt Switch minimum. Cool. We get guaranteed Earthquake. And on guaranteed Earthquake, we go to Honchkrow. Okay. Ooh, a Divergent line. How about that? What are you supposed to do against this evil Smeargle? I'm glad you asked. Because I've been through him a couple times now. In my first visit, I set up a U-turn KO, and I used Poison Heal, Worry Seed, Breloom to chain Smeargle into Shuckle and turned off Moody. And then also turned off Contrary so that the Shuckle lowered its defenses with Shell Smash. So that's one way. Right, Grass type with Poison so you can't get Spored. You resist Dark Pulse, you can't get flinched. And Breloom lived +2 Boom Burst crit on the max roll. So if it Shell Smashed into Boom Burst me, I lived always. Turned off Moody. Sashed it and killed with Mach Punch. Then the second time through, I used Choice Band Dual Wing Beat, which is a lot more normal. Choice Band Dual Wing Beat from Dragonite or Inner Focus Dragonite with pre-status, or a Salamence that happens to just outspeed it will both do the trick. Lots of Dual Wing Beat guys will. Smeargle's a bum. It has 20 special attack. Like, you know what my answer is this time? My answer is I don't get flinched 40 times. I'm going to bring, like, Aya Papa Berry Komo-O, and let's just assume he's +6 special attack somehow. I take 14 to 17% from Dark Pulse, and I'm soundproof, so I can't get Boom Bursted. Smeargle is I'm sorry. Like, oh my god, what if he boosts his evasiveness? Great, I'll learn Smart Strike, or I'll learn Shockwave. What do we do? He's a bum. He's a bum. Yeah, he's a bum. Okay. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. How much of a bum is that Pokemon? I don't even have to have the routing be consistent to beat this guy. So, we're going to Choice Specs Volt Switch on Earthquake. We're going to switch into a Bird type. W Bird. Honchkrow is going to be pre-damaged so that max roll Volt Switch crit plus Brave Bird recoil always gets us into Poltegeist Shadow Ball range. Is that what I need to do? Yes. Yes, it is. Okay. Poltegeist, I can just Sucker Punch it if I guarantee he comes in. Free kill for me, and then I think base Minior is slower than me. It is. So I can... Oh. this be Turtonator? Why did I think it's Minior? W Nightbot work. Catching a stream boo. Let's go. Let's go, Nightbot. I think my line is wrong as written. I think the point was that I need to guarantee that it's not Turtonator third somehow. No, I'm a fool. Okay. I think I can just make it always Smeargle. Right, just be low enough, right? We underspeed Teapot and then we underspeed Smeargle, and we don't have to think about the Minior version at all. I don't know what I was thinking. Maybe I was thinking it'd be better for me. So if I just pre-damage to like Mineral Shadow Ball naturally, and then I take more damage, right? Like it doesn't matter. I'm never taking more than the 13.8% minimum. So I can just start at like 29%. Sure, let's do that. 29% Honchkrow, KOs with Brave Bird, guaranteed Poltegeist. We sucker punch the Poltegeist. It dies. We get fast kill Smeargle Boom Burst. We go to Como-O. We hit it with a Smart Strike. Once I hit it with a Smart Strike, it can never Shell Smash. It's very likely to Shell Smash at the very first turn. We do have to be a little bit cautious about Como-O HP. We probably pre-burn Bulky Berry to give us the most of our million turns. Yeah, and then that just wins. Not mushy customer, no. Como-O shows fast kill to Turtonator. Teapot's dead, so we're gonna get Meteor form. And as long as we take enough damage or we take a close combat drop, we're gonna get Acrobatics Minior. So we can go to Avalugg, and Avalugg can just, I think, Muscle Band Ice Fang. We do have to be... Do I need to be pre-damaged? A little bit. Because he can miss Stone Edge. Do I care if he misses Stone Edge? Not really. Dragon Fang Gutra just beats the Turtonator regardless of whether it sets up. Yeah, I can't even die into Scorching Sands at +2. Into Burn. Just barely I would live. So I don't have to be careful about Avalugg HP. And then it's Shuckle last, and we can just teach our Charizard Seismic Toss and two-shot it through leftovers. With no berry. Am I willing to bet that Wet Bear destroys the Shuckle? Yeah, I'm pretty willing to bet it. I had Wet Bear in one of my offline runs, and only once, and it wiped to Space Tag. So I have not experienced the Surging Strikes thing, despite my many runs at this game. Searching Strikes candy. I ain't candying for Swimmer Dean. Swimmer Dean, are you kidding me with this? Look, get a load of this guy. Swimmer Dean candy. What are we talking about? What are we talking about, people? This from the guy that was worried about Smeargle, too. What does he know? Like, what does this guy know? Huh? Huge Charizard data? Dragon Fang. We don't have a nature, right? We're docile. Great. So we can just any bulky berry. What do we have the most of? Iapapa. We've actually used a lot of those, huh? You need no item. And you need the choice specs, which we'll go get. I will say that the guaranteed crit mover, Shifu Scale is, or Candy is like guaranteed useful. All right, let's get the pre-damage set up. Let's get the item set up. So your specs, itemless is fine. Iapapa is good. Dragon Fang, Muscle Band, Citrus Berry, sick. I think I pre-burn. Natty Timid, yeah, it's from Lily Cove. It's phone number, but it's Timid. 2 special attack, 4 speed. So it's like, because it's late game now, that plus speed matters, but for most of the game, if I had it, it would have been slower than your average Manectric. But we take those. All right, is Smart Strike or Shockwave better with pre-burn? 23 from Smart Strike. Shockwave does 33. Shockwave, you're up. Okay, do I have a free slot on you? Yes. So let's also give this Smart Strike. I don't want to give it Smart Strike. I want to teach it Smart Strike. And then Seismic Toss and level up on this guy. Fire Punch. Ridiculous. Ridiculous that Fire Punch was put on this moveset to prevent you from having dual Wing Beat on 84 attack Charizard. I understand that you're making it physical, Dexa. I get it. You don't want it to be overpowered. We really couldn't let it have stab dual Wing Beat on its lower attacking stat. Was that a step too far? Volcarona gets Overheat and has 135 special attack, but Charizard gets Flamethrower and Flare Blitz for Blaze, so it can die to its own recoil. Dexa. This is not the choice specs. Okay, and then we also need pre-damage on 2 Mons. Right, 192 on Manectric. Cool. And then Hunch Crow. Does not need damage boost. It does not need damage boost. But does need to be... Yeah, we'll just go Shadow Ball. Min roll, that's fine. 86. Last run, I showed up with an 11 HP Lopunny. That was funny. And it switched in like 4 times. Dragon Fang, Iapapa, pre-burn, no item. Specs pre-damaged. Good. Shockwave, Smart Strike as fake backup. Muscle Band, Ice Fang, Seismic Toss, Charizard with no item. Let's go, Swimmer Dean. All right, let's not play on speed up, though. All right, turn 1, we specs Volt Switch. Crustle has to Earthquake because it sees every roll killing. We do 50%. As a low roll, we don't care. Tank Earthquake for nothing. We kill with unboosted Brave Bird. Mineral into Mineral always kills. We're never dead to recoil. Huge. White Herb does not matter. Fast kill Poltegeist. Just another Honchkrow killing everything in the game. Cursed Body does not matter. We are faster than Meteor Form Minior, so this is fast kill Smeargle from the back. Smeargle has to click Boom Burst because it always kills. We go into Soundproof Como-O. Got him. Attack Rise, doesn't matter. Spadef Fall helps Shockwave. Let's break the Sash. W Soundproof. Soundproof actually does mean, like, we don't take that much damage from Boom Burst. I don't know what's technically better. I don't really care. Accuracy rose, that's fine. Defense fell. We do need to make sure that we are dead to acrobatics from base Minior. The best way to do that is to click Clanging Scales this turn. Because it'll lower my defense. And if I lower my defense, I'm always dead to acrobatics from Meteor form. We can flinch. We have 1 billion attempts at this. Oh my god, he crit me! Rude. K-Wentz. Welcome in. How's the rest of the stream? Did you take out Brawly? Chat, if you're not following K-Wentz, he hit the button for the first time in years today. He makes me feel like I didn't grow up here because he's got that Philly accent that just makes me want to run out and get a cheesesteak, man. Show that man some love. Terrible encounter luck. Dude, you have the freak bee. You can't tell me you have terrible encounter luck. Rox always claims the bee runs. It's a thing. It's a thing. Brother. That bad, huh? I love Musharna. One of my favorite mons in this game. All right, Ice Fang always kills. The Meteor form. Strongjaw Ice Fang. And then this is always Stone Edge. Stone Edge miss is fine. That means that it can Shell Smash next turn. Your Aurora's counter was HP fighting Aurora's. I'm sorry. That should be illegal. Wait a minute. You don't even have Aurora's there. You have a Mora. All right, this can Shell Smash. He doesn't. We take Scorching Sands. Dragon Fang, Dragon Pulse always kills. Yeah, Musharna is crazy. Yawn Future Sight setups especially. It's one of the few mons in the game that gets both moves without scales. Yawn Future Sight Musharna plus Beedrill saved my original run. I would have absolutely wiped to the King's Rock. To a single King's Rock flinch on the Scolipede in Weather Institute, except that I was able to kill it with a Future Sight. Charizard data. Charizard data. Infestation, no! Shell Smash. No! You're a bum. Way to go, Charizard. You found one Pokemon in the game worse than you. Yeah. I have just... My, experience in this game is that Psychic coverage is a luxury and not that important. I think Psychic is the worst type in this game. Offensively. Defensively, very useful. And so early Musharna, I keep Moonblast and I keep Future Sight and I drop Psychic. And there's no question, there's a whole bunch of battles that I wish I had Psychic that are annoying because I don't. But the trade-off is pretty good because it makes the Yawn Future Sight combo specifically makes boss battles easier. Right. I'll give you my. This isn't. I didn't even come up with this. This is a copycat technique, but like leading. Right. Everybody gets close combat on the Winona lead, but if you do it with Yawn, Future Sight, Musharna, you can. Right, because everybody guy packs Hammy. You can switch Hammy in on the guaranteed sleep turn, and you can E-speed KO -4 Raptor with Life Orb and 31 attack, and then chain the Lucha right away. Right, chaining the Lucha off rip is normal, but usually you have to take damage to do it. 2 Pokemon for 0 HP is kind of crazy. Yeah, the more I play, like I didn't keep Psychic on my Alolan Raichu either. I kept physical. I kept Volt Tackle, Fake Out, Volt Tackle, Thunderbolt, and Encore. Let's take a trip to Sootopolis so we can not get an encounter there. Sound good, chat? Let's just think of Alakazam. Alakazam is a fast, powerful special attacker, and it sucks. It sucks in this game. Not like it's okay. It sucks until you have already basically beaten the game and you're just flexing on the Elite Four because you can. Right? I understand the Megazam, Trace, E4 stuff. I totally get it. And Pokemon is dog water the rest of the time. Always bring your grass type to the water optionals. Rose, get in here. Trace Gardevoir's crazy good. Totally different, but why is it good? It's a 4x fighting resist, not a single fighting resist. With great bulk and a fairy typing to go with it. If Alakazam was Trace in base form, it'd probably be okay as well. Not good, but okay. It'd be much better. Trace is just a good ability in this game. Somehow I managed to whiff on 121 in all 3 runs, which is crazy for how good of a table it is. Right, I got... what did I get here? I got Pidgeot, Kleavor, and Kadabra, with Mienshao duped in after the second one, right? So I got the worst 3 encounters you can get here. Actually impressive. You've only hit Gallade. Yeah, I got Kleavor. It came to 1 fight, which I miscalced, and it died. But it was an optional. Like, it did nothing. IG, are you aware of my NG plus E4 squad? Because Gengar was pivotal, and mine was minus speed, which actually made it the GOAT. I have a GMO Starmie here. Oh man, not to, well, I mean, it's my, why not self-promo on my own stream? It's highlighted on my channel. Both my E4s are, the original E4 is clean, but it's not exciting. The NG plus E4 is some of my absolute best work, and Gengar goes crazy. Crazy. You know what? What's up, Claudid? IG, you mind? I'll put some on right now. I have no problem reliving the glory days. The older I get, the better I was. You wanna you pick the Elite Four member you want to see, and I'll boot it up for you. I went singles, doubles, doubles, singles in case that changes your answer. Gengar. Gengar popped off the most on Glacier doubles. Can I do this while I'm live? I can, right? Oh, I have to go to like my videos. I can't. Right. I know what I'm doing. I've been here before. Here we go. All right. Oh, that's actually not bad. You can kind of see the whole screen. Actually, yeah, I think I legitimately only need one Leppa on the entire E4, but it was mentioned, so I'm doing it. All right, let's see where I actually go in. To Weavile. Weavile is holding the Babiri Berry so that Magearna sees no kills.
What's up, Lowry?
Dazzling Gleam in doubles does 98% to our Weavile, reliving no glory days. Calm. So this is guaranteed Trick Room as we stun lock. Magearna is impossible for our team to knock out, right? We don't have a fire type. There's no Ralph to bail us out with Eruption this time. So we had to get creative. It starts with just a little Moonblast Tickle. We love Ralph.
Full screen? Would that be better?
That damage absolutely matters. Next, Room Service activates.
God, I love
Prim's speed drops, which even though we are plus speed, makes us slower than Magearna. Crab sees no kills into Prim, so this is guaranteed close combat. We switch into Gengar, who obviously loves taking a close combat. And we go Encore on the Trick Room. Cheese, avert your eyes.
Oh, Gengar. Oh, Gengar.
But the Encore lines are okay when they're sexy, all right? I want you to trust the vision.
Huge K Wentz in chat.
The payoff has to be there. That's what we're saying. This will not be Bedge. This is where it starts. We need to mega and skill swap. I told Cheese he shouldn't do it. He should do another cage match. He said no. So I built one of my own. We are giving Magearna Shadow Tag. And Moonblast KOs the crab. Trick Room is not up right now. We still outspeed at -1. This is a 1 scale minus speed Gengar, by the way. It got an HP scale only. And this is where we find out. We have locked ourselves in. I love this line, and please don't be bugged. This is where we find out. This is where we find out. I know from talking to Actually Garbage AG that skill swap competitive is bugged, and the partner Pokemon also gets the boosts. It's not visible. You have no way of knowing it except for the bait order. Primarina is supposed to bait Kyurem. There's our +1 special attack boost. And then Trick Room. Dimensions are twisted. And we need Kyurem here. Yes! We've showed fast kill if it was bugged, so we've dodged another. Room service goes up. Kyurem is now also -1 speed, but Prim is still slower, which means we move first in Trick Room. Gengar is not dead to anything, so this is guaranteed Fusion Bolt. We need this. This will also broke me. This position I spent a lot of time on because I need to chip both Pokemon right now meaningfully. And Gengar can kill with its big damaging moves, and Prim can't chip Magearna enough. But Gengar gets just one spread damage move, and Icy Wind does enough. We are absolutely dead to Fusion Bolt, but we can flip turn out first. Huge crit. I think this is my finest work. We take Fusion Bolt. We need to take this pre-damage for next battle.
He has Shadow Tag.
And we eject button out.
Magearna has Shadow Tag right now, so I have to use Flip Turn, I have to use eject buttons, or I cannot switch.
And it's time for Beware. +1 Icy Wind
I only did 2
is
battles.
just enough chip into both. With the flip turn crit, it doesn't matter on Magearna anymore, but our HP range until we candied Primarina was exact. Moonblast plus flip turn plus Icy Wind plus +1 Shadow Ball just barely kills. Death by 1,000 cuts. And with Trick Room down and Kyurem at -2, Beware is looking awful speedy for a change.
Amistar soon.
Shadow Ball +1 KOs Hammer Arm, not Superpower, KOs Kyurem. Both ranges are just barely. +2. Get him, Bear. Get him. Beware drops its speed. All right. The bait is still really important. We are +3. +3 Gengar and not +2 shows fast killing rolls to everything in the back with Trick Room over. Encore was also over there, so we had to get rid of Magearna on exactly that turn. This is slot 1 Abomasnow, and then Beware is absolutely fast killed by Porygon, but Porygon doesn't know that it's getting a download boost.
Thanks, Shiro.
So instead, we're going to get Calyrex here, which is exactly what we need. Abomasnow and Calyrex.
Days. Originally, I was doing this line with Chandelure,
but I couldn't. Chandelure didn't do the things I needed it to do on the other fights.
Does Shadow Ball nuke this guy?
I'll cover that in a sec.
+3 Shadow Ball. Yeah.
I won't play it.
+3 Shadow Ball does 158% to Glacius Calyrex.
I just want to see the Calyrex die, and then I'll turn off the VOD.
Calyrex, you're going to have a bad time. And beware, at -1 speed is still faster than Mega Abomasnow, and Superpower always kills. With the black belt. By the way, beware, known range merchant did not kill without damage boost on
You're
this.
going to have a bad time, yeah. Glacius Calyrex mentioned, indeed, indeed. You have to mention it. How can you not? Oh, there you go. And it takes +4 to kill Porygon.
Go. +4.
But +5 does it.
+4.
Sydney's Nidoking not mentioned.
Who needs a fire type for Glacier doubles? Ain't no bitch Ursaluna strats in this dojo. Nah.
So, the reason that I started with Glacier doubles because I had good Glacier doubles things. I tried to do skill swap. I couldn't figure it out without using both eject buttons. So then I was afraid of the bug. The potential bug. So I left it. I cooked a riskless line with Chandelure, and then I tried to build my Elite Four around Chandelure. And it didn't work. It didn't work on Sydney or Phoebe in singles or doubles. And so then I went back and I said, okay, I'll risk the bug to wipe. Because Gengar is the only ghost in the game that resists scrappy close combat that hits ghost types. And being a ghost type that resists fighting moves was the thing I needed to lead on Phoebe doubles. That let me do the crazy Beware switch in with Icy Wind from Weavile. So, like, y'all have heard me say many times, the game gives you what you need. Are those both real? I don't know. No, Sydney's Nidoking is a joke. Glacius Calyrex is real. That Elite Four took me about 2 weeks total to plan. Now, I'm a slow calcer. Like, my first E4 took me about 7 days, but that one took me twice as long. And Gengar ended up being the perfect Pokemon for pivots in the first battle because Sceptile had exactly 1 HP that it could safely do. 1 HP on guaranteed Earth Power from Nidoking, and Gengar could do that, and nothing else in my box could. Yes, Eject Button, Focus Sash, and Eject Pack are all one-time use items that you do not have access to until the Elite Four, essentially. We can go catch ourselves an Amistar now. We have 126 underwater Amistar. But I'd rather just do the sim thing and do this fight so I can also get my 127 and 128 encounters. Yeah, all consumables all consumables are used on use. The only question is, do you have more than one of it? All right. I do believe this is a Starmie battle. Well, yeah, Shed Shell lets you escape. It's not, you don't use it to escape. You just can, right? It doesn't say like Starmie used the Shed Shell to escape. You're just able to switch out. I mean, fair, but it's not a consumable item technically. Right? Like there's certain there's like certain questions that people ask. They'll be like, "Hey, like, did it if it if I flinched it on Sucker Punch, like, can it Sucker Punch this turn?" And the answer is yeah. You didn't see the text the Pokemon used Sucker Punch. Like that's how you know whether the AI is active. It's just reading comprehension. Yeah, you get to. It does feel like it, totally. But this is a game. This is a game of splitting hairs sometimes. All right, let's check out this line. So Shiro, you missed two filler fights. One of them took me 3 days to cook, but it ended up being riskless in 5 mons after I found the correct lead. It just took me forever. And then Swimmer Dean was essentially riskless, but technically Smeargle could have Moody boosted its Spidef and evasiveness and then like flinched me 20 times with Dark Pulse, and then I would have died? Maybe. I don't know. Still probably not. Yeah. I actually don't think there was a way to lose that fight. I think I had, with that starting, I had hard counters the whole time. Terralock, the Terralock's been over for a long time. Gazebe. Oh, let me move myself back up here. We have risked so much, so many times. This is not a Terralock. Kamarovs, thanks for the follow. Terralock failed at Lady Cindy. 100% yes. 100% yeah. 1,000 times yes. All right. Yeah, Shira, I'm gonna be honest. I probably don't get to it tonight because that's. I mean, I don't move very quickly, and that's what the fifth or sixth fight of um Seafloor Cavern, and my Seafloor Cavern lines are risky and convoluted. But I at least wanted to get here. I want to get it minimally get here, get my encounters, and then I'm probably gonna spend a scale on Altaria. W emotes. What do we got here? Lady Cindy. Let's see this. And Cindy the Demon. I love it. I love it. I got you. All right, come on, brain. So, we start with Manectric, dead to return an Aura Sphere, which is the same as being dead to exactly return. Great. Manectric at 165 HP, holding the not magic bounce. What is that? The Manectite. She shears hands off. That's your Valentine. Can't wait to. I'm gonna DM your girl. I'll be like, "Yo, Arch is chatting up some lady Cindy. Who is Cindy, and are you okay with this?" We'll see what she says. I know. I saw the Gardevoir crazy pull, insane mon. All right, so we get Manectric Volt Switch into Lucario. And then my line says Twisted Spoon, Icy Wind, Starmie. Okay, all right. I don't know what I think I'm cooking yet. Sure. So turn 1, sees kills, can't protect. Normal move, fighting move. You're never going to guess what I switch into a normal move and a fighting move. The ghost type. Really electrifying stuff here. We go Trevenant, which means we can exactly choose our HP. We do need to be pre-damaged to get guaranteed dual meat at -1. Goal is PB tonight, just enjoying some wing before I hop on. Appreciate it. Yeah, Sheer, you've been out a bit, man. You're missing out. W wife, she made them for you. How did I miss that? That's so sick. Good luck with your stream. I'm sure that I'll be in there when I end. You tend to have longer, you tend to have more energy than I do. Importantly, Volt Switch plus Icy Wind will never kill. So Lucario lives turn 1. We drop speed on Raptor and Lucario, but Raptor is still going to be faster than Trevenant. So Trevenant needs to be, let's see, dual wing beat as 50, 70, what is that? 140 something, 48 minimum. Is 148 plenty? 148 is plenty. Great. So Trevenant baits double attack. Starmie can psychic kill Lucario, fast kill. He doesn't take life orb tick to die because he misses us. And then Starmie is in slot 2. Trevenant's in slot 1. Starmie shows fast kill to the Toxicroak with psychic. So we're going to get Infernape with Focus Sash. Infernape with Focus Sash. All right, sorry, we have to switch into somebody. What are we switching in on -1? Oh my God, it's another classic. Somehow my first turn is supposed to do 2 things. My first turn somehow includes Icy Wind. Or do I not Icy Wind? Maybe I just don't Icy Wind. Maybe that's the answer. Okay, let's try this again. I have Icy Wind. So turn 1 does Volt Switch plus Psychic KO. Mega Volt Switch and Psychic barely KOs. Beautiful. You die. We still fast kill Toxicroak. Now we get there we go. We get Overheat Dual Wing Beat. On Overheat Dual Wing Beat, we go to Tyrantrum. Tyrantrum tanks both. Remember, this guy is -1 attack. It's never going to see kill. We're going to Rapid Spin with Starmie to break the Sash on Ape. Because we Rapid Spin, we are now faster, and Raptor sees no kills. So Raptor's going to go for Tailwind. We get to Psychic kill the Infernape and go back to Trevenant. We want Trevenant to be pre-damaged for an attack from Toxicroak here, so we're actually going to pre-damage to 97 HP, which doesn't change anything else. 97 HP is above Poison Jab, and we only have 1 attack that does damage to us here. So now Trevenant's on the field, Tailwind is up, and Tailwind actually helps us, because in Tailwind, their Toxicroak is faster than my +1 speed Starmie. So Toxicroak will not Desperation fake out my Starmie. Instead, it's going to go for a fast kill Sludge Bomb, and we get to slow Psychic the Toxicroak, who now dies. And Tyrantrum's going to have no problem taking Dual Wing Beat plus Sludge Bomb. Ape takes 4. Ape will sweep the back for us, I believe. I think I can just Pecha Berry. And now that's side down. We got to stall the tailwind. This is still wrong. Turn 1, pre-damage, Volt Switch Psychic, fast kill, go Trev. Trev's at 34%. Starmie slot 2, Bates Ape, Overheat plus dual wing beat. We take Overheat plus dual wing beat. We're never dead to another attack other than close combat. But we rapid spin. Raptor sees no kills. Must tailwind. Turn 1 KO. Turn 2 switch and spin. Turn 3 back to Trevenant. Tailwind goes up. Turn 4. Is this Gudra? Maybe I use Gudra here. Take Sludge Bomb. Could accelerate things, maybe. Take Sludge Bomb plus dual wing beat, which is kind of funny. What the Sludge Bomb plus dual wing beat means is that Raptor will be -2 attack. -2 speed, sorry. So now in Tailwind, it's going to underspeed stuff. Okay, and then Black Belt Ape sweeps the back, is what my notes say. Is that true? With like any support? Oh, you're toast. Out of Tailwind, Black Belt Ape, KO's Hydra, KO's Vikavolt, no Focus Ashes, and we'll get Raptor with Manectric. Okay, yeah. All right, I'm not gonna actually fully cook the back. It's too free to worry. Let's just get the pre-damage right so the front is free. What is up, Dave? Welcome in, man. Good to see you. Must earn allowance. We can expert belt our ape, right? Feeling good? I'm feeling good. Citrus is fine. How's our... You have decent HP situation here, so let's be a little bit... Or the level up. What do we gain from level up? To 85, it would be 96. And we gain 3 HP. So that's... We need to underdamage. We need 5 less HP than it says. 97. So 92. Yeah, let's do that. All right, I also don't think I need Icy Wind on Starmie, but it was in my original notes, so I'm gonna keep it. 92. Twisted Spoon. It's funny, I just talked about bad offensive type. Here we go. Big Twisted Spoon data coming in. Where's my Twisted Spoon? There you are. Haven't used it in a while. Shocker. Manectric holding Megastone. And pre-damaged for return minimum roll 165. Okay. Perfect. Perfect. And then I said Icy Wind just because I said so. Okay. No choice item here. We got the item from in here, right? There's no other things. We don't get a Sootopolis encounter. I grabbed the heart scales. And this fight is usually, I'm actually going to just pre-switch the starting slots. This fight is usually left guy bug. So I'm just going to preemptively do that. We are expecting, and we'll reset until we get, what is this? Starmie diagonal from Lucario. Yo, W Raid. What's up, cheese? How'd it go? How'd we finish out, King? Huge raid, huge raid. What's up, cookies? LFG. My goat is in. Jolly Gyarados modest dash. I mean, I'm sure Rapidash wasn't what you wanted, but if you're going to get one, have it be the one that hits those fat overheats. Jolly Gyarados. That's awesome. Beautiful thing. We're about to do the Tailwind double, guarding 127. Let me save, because it's usually left guide. All right, let's see. Lucario should be in slot 2, so we're both reversed. This is perfect. Lucario across from me, whatever. Starmie is the goal. All right, right now, both Pokemon see kills into Sparky. Staraptor sees Fast Kill into base form. Twisted Spoon, Psychic, plus Mega Volt Switch always kills Lucario, who cannot protect with our pre-damage. When we Mega, we Intimidate, which we've accounted for. Starmie and Raptor are speed tied. Lucario won't get an attack off, but if it did, it would still be a fighting move. Return doesn't work. Twisted Spoon Psychic always kills. Give me those Starmie frags. Give me them. All right. Starmie shows Fast Kill to the Toxicroak, so we get Infernape, who's Focus Sashed. This is guaranteed overheat and dual wing beat at -1 into Trevenant. Starmie gets to hit a rapid spin to break Focus Sash. We only have one Pokemon that takes fire moves well. Let's use it. But we are about to get another one that actually has some SPDEF. Okay. Importantly, we don't outspeed anything right now. So we needed to get faster this turn. Rapid spin means Raptor is now slower than Starmie and doesn't see any kills. So we get guaranteed Tailwind as we click Psychic. Because we fast kill the Infernape and we're getting guaranteed Tailwind, what am I trying to look for? There we go. We have a free switch on this slot, so we can go back to the tree. Quad resist. I was disappointed when I got Tyron as my fossil, and I was wrong. I was just dead wrong. I had no idea it was exactly what I needed. I learned quickly. Trevenant is good. Trevenant is so much better than Delmise. Like, you know, it's not Dragapult, it's not Bastia Legion, but it's probably the third best ghost I've had. Mega Gengar did stuff, but base Gengar did nothing. So I am aware that I champed a ghost type different from those two. Shandy. Shandy's better. All right, so I guess that puts it in like the middle tier. All right, because Tailwind is up, Starmie is slower than Toxicroak even at +1 speed, which means it doesn't fake out Starmie here. So the Tailwind works in our favor. We get to slow Psychic kill Toxicroak, who is not sashed. And this is because we're pre-damaged, guaranteed Sludge Bomb dual wing beat. We go to Falto Wife. I've never had pump the Gorgeist to compare. We get W GUI value, double drop dual wing beat counteracts the Tailwind just because we can. Starmie is the fastest thing on the field again. Goodra has been hit by almost every dual wing beat since I got it. It's like acrobatics and flying gem now. $85. All right, let's put that in the calc. And now we have -2 Raptor. Raptor does have Raptor cannot Tailwind because Tailwind is up. It clicked Tailwind, then that was turn 2. So we need to switch here. Starmie baits only ever return, and it can die to crit. So it's time for Starmie to go. We can just go Trevenant on that slot if we want to. What does Goodra bait? Goodra baits return or dual wing beat, which is actually a little awkward. So all I need to do is stall Tailwind, which is 2 more turns. So it's going to happen quite naturally. I need Tailwind to be done the turn it dies. I didn't actually cook this part. This is an homage to Nick Battles. So I think since we're expecting return, UVH! I got to do the delivery. Chewy-yay. Chewy-yay. Yeah, it's too. I just said Ape wins this part. You know what? Bang. Let's hit him with a little infestation. Got him. Got him. Ah, he's trapped in. He can't go anywhere. Spoken like an ape runner. Ape does actually sweep the back, so I'm cool with it. All right, now we get guaranteed dual wing beat onto this slot, which means we can go to Sparky. Right? Sparky takes double dual wing beat, double crit, 38%. And this is a free switch. Another intimidate also doesn't matter. Does nothing. Beautiful. Tailwind is over. We're going to just Thunderbolt this now -2 speed guy. There is no reason to Volt Switch. But we fake out because we run ape. We just do it because we can. All right, Tailwind is over. These Pokemon die. Flamethrower data? Let's see this damage. Let's see this Flamethrower damage. Oh, that's not bad. Not bad, Mega Manectric. That was like a max roll. But we respect it. And we have Dark Gem Hydreigon, which is also slower, and we'll hit him with the Thunderbolt Close Combat. Ah, I love doubles. That one's pretty free with a Ghost type if you can set up the guaranteed moves. That one's pretty formulaic. I did almost the same battle with 6 different Pokemon last time. I don't have a flyer. Gliscor knockoff, Crustle, huge Crustle data. Yeah, you have not been your Flan Split encounters were not it. Jeez. All right, it's quote unquote dive sim time. Again, let's take a look at our options. It's pretty barren out there, but we do get some Pokemon. I did not use GUI, but if you were paying attention, Tailwind was over, and I never outsped the Raptor. I never took advantage of the GUI drops. I was naturally faster with the Cheater Ape character. But double GUI drop has been nice. I used it on the annoying Aerodactyl Grunt so that I could encore without use of pre-freeze unburden stuff, since it was unburden or unnerve Aerodactyl. That was pretty cool. That one was fun. And ever since then, my brain just goes dual wing beat. Ooh, I could GUI that. I could GUI dual wing beat. And like everything that has dual wing beat seems to have earthquake. So it's like GUI, bait earthquake, go to Altaria, mega, destroy. What's the effing point then? Jolly Gyarados. Yes, sir. All right. Dive Sim. Option 1. We get 126 underwater Amistar only. We are searching for swift swimmers because our Archie is buns. Archie looks really bad. So we're hoping to get some help from these encounters. Even though Shell Armor is the better encounter. There are 3 Swift Swim Mons left in the game, and we're going for it. The other one is on 128. We have Surf Gorbis Relicanth after we grab this Amistar. Relicanth is a 50-50 ability that we don't want to deal with, and so we can either do 50-50 Relicanth Gorbis, or we can just get the 75% Gorbis instead. 0 Jolly Sinks hit is criminal. And then in between, we have 127 Scorbunny Reboot, and what else? Sootopolis is fully duped, I believe. Petalil, Flabebe we had, Beedrill we had, Riolu we had this run. Durant, I'm so sick of Durant, I'm so glad not to have it. Ferroseed we used barely, and Trico, yeah, done. Milotic and Gyarados, long, long gone. Very unlikely I was ever going to have an encounter here. I could have not taken Verathorn last run. I did boom it. It helped me make optionals easier, but I probably shouldn't have pulled the encounter. But I remember I wasn't planning on doing NG++, so here we are. And then 129, I think I can take Stunfisk if I want it on 129. I'm not sure if I have access to that yet. I forget. So, 3 encounters. Amistar. Sorry, let's actually prep for the Amistar. What do you get? Amistar Underwater is going to get Hydro Pump, Power Gem, Protect Earth Power, which is a goated move set. I think we just lead Altaria and Mega in its face, because then we resist kind of everything. We're super specially bulky. Como-O solid. Trevenant's okay. I don't want Trevenant to level up, though. We'll bring Pert. I'll bring Goodra. Bring Eggy. And bring Blastoise. Sure. What a catch squad. Crazy Job made it to NG+. Yeah, well, I pulled Ice Room. So it was only... I pulled 4-1 in Ice Room, so I could never have gotten it from Granite. Oh no, there's 4-1 Cuffin, but I had Static Togedemaru in my winning run. So I only just dodged it in Fall Arbor, where I got Azu, and then what I get Azu, Scizor, I think, and Berserker. Yeah, Fall Arbor's the one. All right, you have the Mega Stone? You do. Based Room. That was Dave. Dave was like, remember it was the ass pack, right? It was a joke run. And so Dave's like, pull Ice Room, man, it'll be hilarious. You're gonna rip a insane Sneasel and have to run it. And then we rip Calm Sneasel. Because everything was natty calm sync. All right, let's grab this encounter. T-Gamers, dude, he's got a Sneasel every 2 days now. Crazy. Do I have enough? I have enough balls. Yeah. Nope. Dupe. Dupe. Dave, I felt like you ended up being more punished by that than I was. I had so much fun with that run, and you were just like, dear God, can you wipe already and run Ape? And I just never did. God, I want to be tied up in T-Gamer's basement. Who said that? Who said that? Cradley came to 0 battles in NG+. unfortunately. I had Calm Cradily as well. Shocker. Because it was plus Spadef, you couldn't do Mirror Coat stuff on Kyogre. You love the Sneasler soy faces. Soy. Just give me the Amistar. Come on. Is it crazy or is it Valentine's Day? Yes. Both. That's what you're saying. Miku, I know I said it to you in text, but now I got to say it in person. Insanely crisp wand line. I loved it. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Incredible work. Miku's the GOAT. Follow that guy if you aren't already. Top 3 voice in the scene for sure. I could listen to him and Glow talk all day, every day. No problem. And I just said top 3 because I'm sure there's a third voice I'm forgetting that is just so much better than the rest of us. Sisyphus, I do like Sisyphus. Moxie's got a good one. Moxie's got, like, he's like voice talent though, right? Isn't that real? Oh yeah, Miku. That's not just like me. That for sure. You just have you narrate in a way that is way more engaging than the average guy just sitting in his house talking monotone at the screen. Bro, I mean, just give me an honest. Come on. If you're gonna make me make this long, it better be the ability. It better be really good. I mean, just make it really good. Just make it really good, and we'll call it even. I mean, it's a 10% encounter. We've seen like 20 mons. This is, I know it's 60% Cradily, but we've gotten like 5 Delmais, which is equally likely. Come on. You're just not that cool, dude. No, you're not. You're not it. All right, this patch is clearly wrong. It's 50-50 Shell Armor, Swift Swim, yeah. We want Shell Armor would be good overall. I'm just looking for help on Archie, period. I am asking for Swift Swim. I will be marginally upset if it's Shell Armor. But Shell Armor is a very good and very abusable ability. So, Shell Armor, Protect Mon, W. As Shell Armor has E4 potential, Swift Swim has We Make It potential. UV Chewie, UVA. Not guy packing. Nah. Maybe in the new game. I'm not, well, I am against guy packing, but I'm not against resetting packs. I don't believe in resetting packs on first runs. Looks like it's not a Nuzlocke. Oh my God, you guys can't hear my music. Sorry about that. You guys have just been sitting in silence. And I'm hearing tunes. If Small Ant rated right now, he would say this isn't a Nuzlocke. Dude, hearing all of the attempt one, my NG Plus and Small Ant's run covered largely the same timeline. And so it was really funny to be sitting there and like hearing his chat be like, "Oh my God, attempt 1, it's never been done before. This is the craziest thing." And I'm like, I mean, I'm on attempt 1. And I don't have frogs cooking it for me. But good for you, Small Ant. I definitely, a little too much ego went into me hearing about Small Ants Run, which was incredibly impressive. I'm a fan. There are times that I need to be humbled, and that was probably one of them. Galarex Ice. 0 attack choice band, Cloister Rock Blast. Yup. Yes, he did. Yeah, low attempt count. I don't know. I'm not an attempt count guy. But this is an old, like, people throw around the term solved game, and I would generally disagree because I'm still finding new bugs. If I run into new bugs every run, how can it be a solved game? But there's certainly a ton of information out about how to be good at this game. You can copy lines. You can largely copy lines and hit decent encounters and do the game if you just VOD watch and follow the AI or have people that are double checking all your lines. So it's not like attempt one now just doesn't mean like beating the game in the first year it was out was a momentous thing. People are beating the game all the time now. We did it! We got one! Yeah! Click subscribe! Attempt 1, but Wig makes every one of my lines. All right, let's check if we're dead to Power Gem. So that I can throw a quick ball. Amistar, level 75. Earth Power, Power Gem, Protect, and Fat Pumpy. We can definitely die from Power Gem. I don't think there's... Is there any way that we would kill with Facade? That would be like, let's go mild. 0 HP, 0 defense. No, we can never kill with Facade in Mega form. Perish Song here. If he doesn't get crit. No, we do 63% max to minimum guy. Non-crit. If this guy ends up in the red, it's Swift Swim. Big crit, big crit. Oh, got baited. I mean, it's not mid-defense, I'll tell you that. How much would I have done if he's 0 defense? That would be a min roll on 0 defense, 0 HP, so it's probably just meh. Got him. Any names? Any names? I just remember Ben's Lord Helix. Amistar took us, what, like 35 encounters? Squidward? Lady Cindy? It's a dude! It's male! Yeah, this would be an insane pull on non-NG+. Octavius? Lady Cindy? Squid? Let's see, I'm down with the Squidward. I'm down with the Squidward. Although, 3 fossil delays and 2 runs here not having this guy until now is pretty nice. That means I've had a shell. I've had a. I had Caracosta or Togi or this guy. Like I've had the water rock thing or the elite Protectmon. All right. We did not crit him, so we don't know if it's the ability. We'll now we do 127 encounter. I guess I can do the same kind of guys for the Gorbis. $128 Surf. All right, what do you have? We have Head Smash, Double Edge Whirlpool Aquatail. My goodness. Out for blood. So do I lead you? Sure. Bring the same guys. And then, sorry, what does Gorbis get? Psych Up, Ice Beam, Hydro Pump, Psychic. Do I have enough Ice Beam answers? Not if I lead you. Gorbis actually can get tricky. Enough so that I'm going to go get Starmie instead of Swampert. Yeah. W Psych Up, huge. He's going to copy my boosts. Sorry, I'm making an adjustment. I think I'm going to lead Altaria again, but I want to see what Head Smash does, because I can't switch it in, so I'm better off. Okay. Okay. Okay, this is 126. Don't we get Heart Scale? Heart Scale. Bubble Buds for life. Heart Scale. 128. Go to my safe corner. I'm sorry. So we could get 129 Stunfisk if we want it as well. The ship blocks it until you beat Seafloor Cavern, right? It doesn't let you progress. Huntail's a dupe. Only Gorbis. Roamers left Cresselia, Tornadus, and Amorous. And like, I think I'm going to be saving 6 roots for it. Saving / I don't have, empty tables. Golduck, Was a hero last run, but is a dupe. I'm gonna save. I'm not bothering to like worry about speed tiers of running. I'm just auto clausing that. I don't care. This is NG++, and I'm not losing encounters to you can't get away. I don't care. I don't care. I've already dealt with enough. One of those is not like the others. Yes, we will be doing everything we can to get an Amorous. I'm probably going to have to make sure that I get an Amorous for Wanjim specifically, which is worse odds to get it, but just what I have to do. Right? It'd be better to just take the first one I find and then have coin flips. By the way, Gorbis, most likely encounter, 30%. I don't know why it's only Huntail. Yes! All right, that's a Swift Swimmer. Now we don't care as much if it's Shell Armor. This has Ice Beam, so we cannot Quick Ball. Gorbis. Ice Beam. What is it? Ice Beam Psych Up? Ice Beam, Psych Up, Hydro Pump, Psychic. All right, we just have to waste a Roost this turn. Right? I can't. Could I Moonblast? Why does it? Oh, because level 100. There's no way I can Moonblast. No shot. So we just Mega and Roost. You feel when we lose in hair. Why you gotta be like that? Psychic. Okay. And then Ice Beam. Sorry, what did that do? 34, 43. So it's not 31. It's not plus special attack. Kind of a roll was that? It's below 15 special attack. That's not a good Gorbis. We're safe to throw a ball. Unfortunately. Huge Psych Up. Okay, I think timer balls are correct now. Chewy-A. Chewy-A. Gorbis, what is your catch rate? $60, decently high. Obviously, we need to name this Taylor. And then we go get a squad to catch Reboot and do a little revealsy. 127 guy. Let's double check. Is everything duped? Ludi duped, Heracross duped, Pidgeot duped, Pinsir duped, Scyther. I had Scizor and Cleavor, which means that I can't evolve Scyther. So it is duped. Even though it has the same stats. It's a base form that I can't evolve. Duped. unfortunately, by my rule set. I think Scyther would help, but I'm not going to make exceptions for the rule set just when it benefits me. Togekiss duped Volcarona in my box, so it is just the one, and there are no other options. This box stinks. Are you kidding me? This is just what we have here. I'll give you a little tour of the box. Death box, yeah. The big losses. We lost Atu and Brawly, which hasn't punished us as badly as I would have thought. I lost Heracross Tyranitar to a pre-damage mistake on Tabitha 2. And then I had to sack Rabombi to Maxi. Delphox, you saw me have to sack to whatchamacallit, Tate and Liza, and then this was Space Tag. So I would say I have 5 goats dead. Everything else was totally expendable and needed to go. So these two, purely a mistake. I had a riskless line that I screwed up that was 2 deaths. And I would love to have both of those. Porygon, Trace Porygon with 22 speed IVs is 2 points faster than Chlorophyll Tangrowth. So I traced Chlorophyll. I got chip damage with Volcarona slow U-turn, and I KO'd that, and then I outsped the Garchomp and guaranteed I guaranteed only high horsepower, and I Icy Winded that fool. It was crazy good. And I couldn't do the heist anyway. P2, Maxi 2, W Calc. And that let me... the only risk I had on Maxi 2 is that because my Heracross died the previous fight, Ape had to hit a range because I wasn't going to spend a candy in addition to losing Heracross. Here, we'll give the general box tour. It's been a minute. We got some goats, we got some woats, and we got some empty spaces. We have 23 deaths, and we have 7 encounters that were fully duped out. So we are effectively at 30 deaths, which is pretty bad. Let me do the box tour after I catch the last Mon. What am I doing? I have 1 more Mon to catch. All right, Scorbunny has Jump Kick, so we will never damage it. Awesome, it can kill itself, and so does Reboot. Awesome, I love that for us. Charizard, you can come to the catch. Starmie, you can come. Volcarona, sure. Gliscor. W challenge. Yeah, hey, happens. It happens. Do I have Heal Pulse? No. Sure, Nidoking, get in here. Yeah, I would rather play this than 1DR. 1DR looks it's too much luck sim. I want my gameplay to be skill-based. And obviously there is inherent RNG and luck built in, but I want that to be secondary. Oh, W Starmie. My boy doesn't need full tables to obtain victory. Right. My friends will remember the day I killed them. Your friends will remember you resetting because they weren't good enough for you to bother facing the next boss battle. Come on, cheese. Come on. One of us believed in our friends, and our friends didn't always make it. You just walk away, took your ball and go home, and then look at me like I'm not tough enough. Bruh. Lock in. Can we just both admit we're doing stupid challenges? I'm okay with that. Stupid game, stupid challenge. All right, do we do? I think we're gonna go a little one here. I'm based in your soy pilled. You just glaze whatever you're doing. You glazed turtle when you ran turtle. You glazed penguin when you ran penguin, you glazed ape when you ran ape. This man, he's going to run against the president because this man is a politician. The challenge I'm doing is always the best challenge. Yep, I saw that coming. Soccer. Togetic. This is a 5% encounter, and we just took like 20 minutes to get a 10% encounter, so who the heck knows. Pinsir! Pinsir did come to one fight and got sacked last run. Pinsir almost had so many calcs, though. It was almost useful. Reboot! 72 reboot. It has jump kick. Please get in the ball. Please also have an odd HP number so that you would only die to 3 missed jump kicks. Yeah, I don't want to name it soccer because there are... Oh my god, it has Super Fang. Bro. Relax. This thing's going to be hard to catch, huh? It does have Super Fang. Look at that. Look at that. And he's clicking it. Yo, relax. All right. He also has Flare Blitz. Super Fang, Jump Kick, Flare Blitz, double. Literally, I don't want him to click any of his moves. I wish I could put it to sleep. Flare Blitz, Super Fang. Like, Super Fang might actually be the best for us. Dexa, what is this? Why? Why? Oh, we can absolutely die. Base Altaria doesn't take that much from anything. I'm going to roost once because I want to make sure I'm faster. I may not be. If he outspeeds me, he's plus speed. Which would be sick. He doesn't. Okay, he's not plus speed. We caught him! Yeah, Flare Blitz. Also, do we get Pyro Ball or do we miss it? We do get Pyro Ball. We miss High Jump Kick. We get 90% accurate Pyro Ball. I'm down with giving it a soccer/football player's name. Messi. I'm down with Messi. Lionel. All right. Dive sim complete. Unless we want to go catch a Stunfisk. I can go catch 129 Stunfisk. I believe I have 2 different routes where Stunfisk is available and is the only thing available. So I do think that unless I use both on roamers, that I'm going to end up with a Stunfisk. 129 is Stunfisk, roamer, and then what's the other one? Is it like 131? 131 is also Stunfisk, roamer. Gizmo chair. We need the chair. We need the chair, especially tonight. He needs to be tickled. Tickled and slurped. Did I save? All right. All right. We'll start with the new guys and we'll do the full box tour. We almost have a full box again. We got to a full box for like 3 fights, and then, you know, Hellroom happened. Amazing. All right. Reboot. Messy. All right. Taylor first, because we know the ability. Minus special attack. Okay, but Jolly might matter, because even with Swift Swim, it's tricky for this to outspeed Zapdos. I expect this to be a Zapdos sack. I mean, it ain't doing damage, but it wasn't like... Actually, Gorbis has okay special attack. I'll take that. I will take that. Flip Turn Demon, it does not have Flip Turn. But maybe it can do some crazy, like, psych up shenanigans in erratic weather for fun. Amistar, Swift Swim. Okay, we got 2. I'm taking it as a win. I don't care that I got the Gorbis too. I asked for Swift Swim. I got Swift Swim. Low bulk is ass, but good speed, good special attack. I don't think speed will matter on this guy, except specifically for Archie if it comes. We'll take it. Whatever. We take what we can get. All right. We already know it's not plus speed. Lax. I don't think this guy is bulky on either side. It's better on the defensive side, so I think that's a W nature. Oh, that's a guy. That's a guy. Let's go. Messi gonna be scoring. All right, 2 out of 3. Well, I don't know. Gorbis is kind of like maybe. Cinderace moveset super scuffed. We miss all the things. This is another Dexa special, okay? You're catching it at level 72. This is the only place where you catch it, and it's expected to be level 72. So what do you miss? You miss Acrobatics, sick move. You get Flare Blitz for your Blaze Recoil move, which he loves to give you, and then Pyro Ball is like the only move in the game that doesn't have boosted accuracy, which somehow hurts you. Or is Pyro Ball 80% accurate in the regular game? And I'm incorrect. If so, if he did boost the accuracy and it just so happens to be 80%, then I retract my frustration. No, didn't boost it. Only freaking move. Dexa! Yeah, but the player shouldn't have Libero. Libero is too powerful as a Nuzlocke. I agree with that nerf. But you don't need to nerf the ability and then also nerf the moveset for a Pokemon that you're getting in late game. Right? It's not like you don't have this early on where it's going crazy for you. Like, you already have a good enough box most of the time. Like, why put encounter tables in if the Pokemon are going to be ruined? Give us Shedinja. Do I want to level these guys up? I don't think so. I can at least get them in the builder. And then, sorry, regular box tour was... People wanted to see what we got. We have GMO Naive Ape, because duh. We have a surprisingly useful Hisuian Table. Everyone said this guy is ass. I disagree. This thing has been really helpful. A terrible Swampert with 0 attack, but it is a ground type. And somehow it did Mega Charizard. Really nice Garchomp. Nidoking that carried us through early game. It had some of the worst matchups, and we would not be here without it. Still sitting there with its Rock Tomb TM. It also did Preston and Mora lead. Love that guy. Trevenant, big surprise. This guy is quite good. Did not think so. I just figured he would be another ghost type that just pivots and doubles. Good dude. Useful. Not amazing, useful. Charizard is ass, but I have a use for it later. But we'll take it. Whatever. This we were hoping for, whatchamacallit. Tommy LaKiller, hello. Tyrantrum's been a goat, plus Spadef has been really helpful as our only 4x fire resist. The Calm, the minus attack hasn't really come into play too much. Starmie's been amazing. It definitely falls off late game, but mine has continued to be semi-useful. Crawdaunt that we've kept under-leveled in case we make it to 1. Bold, Hypercutter, ass, but whatever. Insane Honchkrow. This guy has just torn through the game, sucker punching everything. This is for our 113 guy. All the moves are amazing. This basically just did Moss Deep Gym by itself, it seemed. We got the Thick B. Missed on special attack, but 26 speed on 100 speed guy. Came with U-turn because of the level, because of how when we caught it. W guy. Took our Tailwind TM and has Tailwinded so many times in singles and doubles. The worst rows of all time. We were phone number everything. We scaled speed and Spadef for Winstitute, Shelly, and Bridge Rival successively. So we had guaranteed 2 scales required in two fights. And Natural Cure. Horrendous, but it's a Rose, and Rose is really good. Phone number Raichu, our other GOAT from Moss Deep Gym. This is from 117, and running the electric set. Psychic sucks. Crocodile has been terrible. It's been I thought Crook was solid. Crook has barely done anything. We have a not very good Lucha, but it's unburdened, so just kidding, it's insane. It clicks the Encore button when Pokemon have Earthquake on their set. The speed we scaled from like 26 to 31 for Tab 2. Timid phone number Manectric. This thing is finally useful. It did nothing until we had the Megastone. Now it's pretty good. A crazy useful Sheer Force Copperaja. Guy's been awesome the whole run. Crazy modest Salazzle. The speed has mattered. The special attack has literally never helped. It just clicks Encore. But crazy good Mon. Pretty good Como-O. Como-O is just useful. Like, it's not amazing, but it walls random stuff. Very good. Executor has been insane. Minus speed, plus defense. This thing just stalls out the universe. Don't drop Synthesis on this guy. NG+++ is going to be crazy. This Goodra, y'all got to see this. Gooey, we know. Minimum Spadef on the Spadef tank. No Zen. No Zen, you think. Known psychic physical attacker. Dragon Grass type Executor, yes. Oh god. Minus speed Gliscor, 3 attack. This guy never ever gets the kills, but Lagging Tail U-turn hero. This guy's dodged a bunch of crits along the way. Quiet Blastoise was just slow enough to do space tag with 1 scale. He is not good because it's just not a good Pokemon, but it did space tag hero. Crazy Altaria. I'm probably going to have to scale the attack to 31 from 22, which is a bummer, or just run a range that could, if I miss, is like totally potential wipe on the next fight. So I'm probably scaling that. And then you guys saw those. Great box. Please fight someone. I did 3 fights. What do you want from me? This is my pace. All right. Seafloor Cavern, Grunt 1. All right, so let's put Aurora Veil up. Well, I'm already confused. How is this? When I calced this before, it told me that I killed with Facade through Veil, and now it doesn't. So I don't have a line. Fantastic. That did seem too good to be true. But that fundamentally changes how we can do this fight. Because full HP Altaria, or chosen HP Altaria baits Flash Cannon, and I could break the Magnezone. But once we've taken potential Sniper Crit Draco, that's no longer possible. No, I have singles on. Singles in Aurora Veil. And pre-burn was up. How did I have like Power Spot on or something? No, not even that. I don't get it. The range was 98%. It was 1 roll. So like why? I don't even know how I could have created that situation. Yeah, like Helping Hand wouldn't do it. Power Spot isn't enough. Okay. We are in trouble now. I mean, I don't really have any other things that I can lead. Caparajah, Brick Break. Doom Calc. Oh yeah, definitely Doom Calc now. Like, my plans weren't good already, but like at least they were supposed to work. But I don't have a second lead that works on this guy. Right, Corviknight's gone, Penguin's gone, and we don't have a Dragapult. We don't have Infiltrator. Those things don't exist. Like and not this Goodra. Yeah, maybe your Goodra. My Goodra dies to Sniper Crit Draco. No Fairy type to stall. We are in trouble. Where's Brim? Brim's back in NG Plus Hall of Fame. Oh, I didn't export my new guys. Great question, Miku. Where is Prim on NG++? I can't. Cinderace, Blaze. Yeah, that's fine. Does Cinderace get Brick Break? Of course not. That would be useful. It's my mistake. That's on me. I don't know why I asked. Okay. All right, now the guys are leveled up in the builder. Does Altaria outspeed Kingdra? Of course not. Even though theirs is modest. We can't even outspeed. No, we're base, whatever, we base 80. So we could only outspeed if we were plus speed. Is that true? With the level advantage? Yeah, we would be 1 speed point slower at max speed. I don't think Hyper Voice does anything different for us. No, because I could teach Hyper Voice. No, it's the bait order. Right, like, so, right, I have Aurora Veil up, so having a non-consistent bait order means that I won't be able to get rid of the Veil. That's just how you lose. So, yes, I can just hit twice, which I probably will have to do, but now I'm going to have to figure out 2 lines that work for both outcomes. And I just, like, crit drop into crit is just wipe, and there's, like, not really anything I can do about that. Yeah. So, yeah, anyway. So I can... And then if I wanted to, like, get a Brick Break off to start, per se, with Caparaja, then I'm still playing into drops. Doesn't even really help. So, let's say we do everything and it works great, that we just don't get Sniper Crit, we take 2 ticks of burn, and an Octazooka, which is the guarantee. Well, no, we could Facade Crit him, which we probably would go for. That would get us Magnezone, and then if he crits us, 1 in 8, we'll get Honchkrow Brave Bird. Okay, and then even better, the Magnezone could conceivably just explode on us. Oh, it doesn't have explosion. Ooh, that's nice. So we get guaranteed Flash Cannon. We go somewhere. Let's just look at the ideal line, which is what I had planned. All right, that says we go to Volcarona. We U-turn, which breaks the Sturdy. Oh, he's not Sturdy. He's Assault Vest. Okay, well, whatever. We U-turn on Thunder Mirror Coat. We go to Garchomp. We teach it Brick Break. We break the Veil. And then with the Broken Veil, we'll take a Flash Cannon, and then we'll kill. After we take a Flash Cannon, 202 speed. Other than, like, Flash Cannon crit drop, high roll crit drop, we would always get Gorbis for Ice Beam. And on Gorbis Ice Beam, we can just go to pre-burn the Neck Trick. We can Mega Volt Switch. Nope. Apparently we can Mega Thunderbolt. don't use Magnetric at all because it doesn't have enough special attack. We go to Roserade, who lives Ice Beam crit, and we pre-burn Citrus. We click Leaf Storm. We outspeed everything but Crobat. We get guaranteed attack, usually Air Slash. There's probably rolls where it's not Air Slash, huh? To do pre-toxic? Yeah, I don't know. Alright, but we're usually getting Air Slash. It wouldn't always kill after Citrus, right? We'd take 55 minimum plus burn with the Citrus healing. So 55. We're taking 68%, rounding up, and then minus the Citrus, 43 we've taken, we'll be at 57, and Air Slash would kill. Okay. So it'd be Air Slash or Sludge Wave, and then what do we do? I think we just ask Assault Vest Tyrantrum to beat this, right? Yep. Tyrantrum just Rock Tombs 3 times, and we really hope we don't get poisoned on the switch. Sick. Known Special Defender. Yup. Good luck, buddy. But it's always Giga Drain at least, and we Rock Tomb 3 times because of Giga Drain healing. Even though we do, we probably just have to Rock Slide twice. Okay, so we KO that guy. We think we hope, and then we also think we hope that we get Superpower guaranteed. Oh, that's right. We're actually like trying to take damage somewhat. So we need to be low enough to get Superpower guaranteed so we can go to Volk. And Charcoal Volk can KO the Honchkrow. And then we have Quick Claw Executor left. And our previously damaged Altaria can beat that 1v1. Regardless of Quick Claw, probably. Okay, so that's the line. And it's 5 mods if we get Magnezone first. It's not perfect, but it's a life. And then we also have this Goodra who walls the Crobat but baits Air Slash and doesn't outspeed at +1. So what if we get, what's the bad situation? At least we can't get, conceivably we're not going to get anything but Brave Bird if it's Honchkrow first. So this would be Honchkrow first in Veil is the other problem. Okay. How do we deal with Honchkrow in Veil? I don't know how to do that, period. We just lose? Kind of feels pretty loosey. We can't mega. It would have to be base Manectric. And we've used our choice item. I need my electric gem for later. So I don't think Magnet's doing the job. Magnet Volt Switch. Huge! And we could be baiting full random. This is also Scope Lens Night Slash, by the way. So it's guaranteed crit. Beautiful. Right, Super Lens, yeah, Super Lens, Scope Lens, Night Slash. Fantastic. Surely that won't come up. Just sack Crook in that situation? Like, is that it? Sack Crook for a Brick Break? Oof. I mean, that looks dire. Dire enough that it would be worth saying, can we play around it? I don't think focus energy can be guaranteed. Really? Focus energy is not in here? Here we go. Yeah, it's +7. It's really likely, but I can't. I have no way to guarantee it. So I can't conceivably encore it into focus energy or agility. Yeah, I believe it too. Kingdra is bulky enough that I don't think the calc is wrong now. I think it was showing me something fraudulent before. I is stumped. Friends, I think I need to return to doom calcing. This is between drop and crit likelihood. This is pretty likely to get me Hunch Crow. I don't even think Nidoking bulky enough. Oh, it's not even fast enough to be a sack. Yeah, horrendous. Let's just click Roar, guys. That'll go great for us, right? Turn 1, Manectric Roar. He doesn't see top roll. He never attacks us. He just agilities, and then we roar him out, and we just deal with whatever we get. Surely that's a good plan. All right, do I have any other conceivable leads? The only other thing that makes any sort of sense is Kaparaja, who could Brick Break once, get rid of Veil, do 22%, and now Moonblast always kills unboosted, which does help. So I would take... Right, he probably Focus Energies turn 1. And then we get Octazooka. The guaranteed crit part of it is kind of the issue. Right, because then I could just die to double Octazooka crit. Right, if Focus Energies turn 1. Then I'm taking Octazooka, and it can drop me, and I would just wipe. I would just wipe to drop right away. Are we dead to Octazooka crit on this guy? We're only dead to max roll. Oh, no. This guy did attack me turn 1 last time as well. So... all right, maybe we just do Kaparaja. Is Kaparaja slower than... yes. Ooh. Oh, yo. And then he's going to see guaranteed crit. So once Jaw's in, it's stuck in. Right, like... if he attacks me, no, if he attacks me, he's not seeing guaranteed crit. We never get to play around all the drops, so that's just life. So do we just like Citrus? Is Citrus even helpful? We might as well Bulky Berry. Would Bulky Berry get me out of range of this fool? All right, maybe we need to just play for most likely outcome and live with that. Most likely outcome would be Focus Energy into Octazooka crit, and then we don't get dropped into miss. If we do, it just dies, and that's life, and it screws up our next grunt. But Brick Break into Play Rough kills, and Bulky Berry always activates on Octazooka. So we would be... pretty likely to get... we'd get Superpower Honchcrow with Veil down. Can it... not quite fast enough. If Altaria were faster, we could just dunk on this guy, but we're not. Okay. Okay. So what if we... no, we can't free damage into Swarm. Okay. But... I need the... okay, so if he superpowers, I'd have to U-turn and go... and I just have to go back to Ja. Hope to break the sub. Go Volt... like, yeah, that would get bad fast, but that's life. We just have to hope we don't get low roll... right, because we can't really pre-damage much, maybe a little bit. We can make it pretty close to guaranteed superpower. Go to Volk, click Overheat. Never eggy. What is Volk bait? 25. This doesn't look like a Volk angle anymore. We take 30%. So if we get crit, it's air/crowback. If we don't get crit, it's Surf Gorbis. And again, he's scope lens. Super Lux scope lens, so he's like 1 in 4 to crit me. And not only if he crits me do I get Crobat first, I get Crobat for potential plot. But it would never be a Sludge Wave. Is plot GG's? If he plots, and then he plots, I'm still not dead. It's just that now we're getting like full random ass everything. Phenomenal. We still might have to just do it this way. This is some hot garbage. This Kingdra Elite is super bad. This is usually the easy introduction to Seafloor Cavern before the fights get hard, but not for us. Everything hurts and I'm dying. Okay, do I have a better answer to Superpower Guy? Not really. Charizard? Charizard! Hold on. If we say it's just gonna work, it's just gonna work. We would take a superpower, he'd be -1 defense. And then Charizard is ass. Of course. So we would like Charcoal Flare Blitz. Charcoal Flare Blitz this guy. Get really low. Get early eggy. Sometimes. I can't get a consistent order out of this. Like this is just like bring 6 matchups on the high crit AI stuff and then hope you don't get screwed by Shell Smash Gorbis. Like, this is, oh my god. I can't get a single guarantee out of this fight. Oh. Dave, you say you want me to click buttons. Do you know what you need to click buttons? A chance that they work. This one hurt. I don't understand. How is it showing me 99 before? Like, this makes more sense to me, because it's 95 defense, 75 HP. Like, he's got plenty of bulk, and Altaria's not that crazy. We are wiping. I could absolutely wipe the seafloor cavern. No question about it. We know that. This is where you need, I mean, usually if you don't have the good steel types, which I don't, then you rely on your shell armor guys after you get this thing to use a Draco or two. We missed every shell armor 50-50 in the game. Obviously, I just wanted the Swift Swim there, but missing every one of them is crazy. That's not. We did get a battle armor. We got battle armor Berserker from Fall Arbor with no fake out until we scaled it. That is the one non-crit mon we found. We're wiping. Anybody learn freeze dry? Glalie. Yeah, let me go get it. We're wiping. Altaria doesn't get any moves, right? Oh, I could, this is the old defog. Do I need to defog here? But then I still have to have lines for both. Right, I can defog TM. I technically have Parish Song lines left to use in stuff I've already looked at in erratic weather. I don't know. I think this one's going to be coming back in I don't know how long. I got no ideas. I'm just staring at it, feeling sorry for myself, and that's pretty bad content. So let's get out of here. Let me raid you into somebody that's going to be more entertaining. Thanks for hanging out tonight. Good night, friends. I know you are cheese. Can I be honest? Me too. But we're going to give it every shot, every chance to win anyway.
Thank you. I got a lot of hole. I'm a hole connoisseur. W raid indeed. Thank you very much, Wayne. Let me shout you out. We had a bit of an oopsie at the start of stream. We had a bit of a bit of an ape runner speed up moment, but we bounce back, we recover. Just a